Because we really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. Well, I just want Well, I just want to fall on you. So the power you waiting and to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just want to fall on you, to show the devils you ain't and to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UPK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Go ahead. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. Go ahead. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VJ. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be turgid. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. When he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with his Bible. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say, all y'all do the street. Tell y'all to do the street. When nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the lead. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. I keep it low to the T. UPK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we pace. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit. I keep it low to the T. UPK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell them get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
Hey, Shalom Christ, Israel. It's Officer I.S.U.P.K out of Louisville, Kentucky. Tonight's class we're gonna be talking about Juneteenth and Father's Day. You know, all the stuff that's been going on over the last couple weeks or whatever. Now, if I could, let's go ahead and start with that article. Whenever you get it, go ahead and start reading, because what we're going to find out is a lot of this Father's Day BS is something that the Most High does not want us to do as a people. You understand?
Right. This is the forgotten history of Father's Day.
Go ahead and read it. The top where the articles come from. I believe
It's by Aurelius C. Scott, June 16, 2021. Father's Day was not immediately accepted when it was proposed, and it did not become a national holiday until 1972 under President Richard Nixon's administration. Why was it a hotly contested debate? Read the forgotten history behind Father's Day. With American history, you think that a holiday recognizing men would be perfectly acceptable.
right, because you know everything about American history has always benefited the oppressor, the white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Go ahead.
After all, men dominated American society in the early 20th century. In addition, a Father's Day, or day that recognizes the role of fathers in the family, is an ancient tradition. In history books, there are mention of Southern European tradition dating back to 1508. Certainly in modern days, we do not give Father's Day a second thought. It has been almost 50 years since President Richard Nixon's administration declared the third Sunday in June a day to recognize and honor the role of fathers in society. Father's Day was not immediately accepted when it was proposed. Why not? Mother's Day came first. It was officially recognized in 1914. So men in the early 1900s associated such a tribute to women and found the idea too effeminate to their liking.
Right. So the whole celebration, or they thought of celebrating Father's Day, was effeminate. That just lets you know how soft men have become since the 1900s. It just shows you how soft and effeminate and weak men have become. And that's no surprise that the month of June is also Pride Month, because they celebrating Father's Day is gay as hell. Go ahead.
That's right.
To be fair, Mother's Day was couched in terms of femininity.
And another thing about that, what's funny too, is Mother's Day. That whole month. What month is Mother's Day? That's May, right? The month of May is the what's that? The celebration of mental illness. How ironic, right? How ironic that Mother's Day falls in the month of mental illness, and Father's Day falls in the month of Pride Month. And it's so disgusting, because anything you see on TV with I seen this commercial on TV the other day where it was HIV medicine, and talking about if you're still living with HIV, you can still live your life and have fun and the whole thing is it was black men that was on there. You know what I'm saying? They was depicting gay black men for that. So you know what I'm saying? Like that just goes to show how what they think. What that's what America thinks about the black man, is that you're just effeminate gay man. You know what I'm saying? It's just disgusting. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Go ahead.
In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson called Mother's Day a way to recognize that tender, gentle army, the mothers of America. Men viewed the idea of Father's Day as similar to Mother's Day, which was popular with florists. For fathers, it didn't have the same sentimental appeal. As one historian writes, they scoffed at the holiday's sentimental attempts to domesticate manliness with flowers and gifts.
Right, so domesticate manliness, like what man wants flowers and gifts?
Giving, or
the best gift a woman can give you is her to shut her goddamn mouth.
That's right.
Go ahead.
giving, or they derided the proliferation of such holidays as a commercial gimmick to sell more products.
So basically, Father's Day, like every other BS holiday that the white man or the devil has, it's like the oppressor has given us to celebrate, comes behind a marketing scheme, because they want to sell more goods, they want to make more money, and what better do it than to make a celebration? Go ahead.
According to Lawrence R. Samuel, the author of American Fatherhood, A Cultural History, men had a different role in the family during the first half of that century. It was patriarchal. So they felt that a special day to exalt fatherhood was a rather silly idea.
Silly and effeminate, and it still is. It's still a silly and effeminate idea to celebrate Father's Day.
That's right.
You emasculating yourself when you celebrate Father's Day. Go ahead.
Women behind Father's Day. The first known Father's Day service occurred in Fairmont, West Virginia on July 5th, 1908, after hundreds of men died in the worst mining accident in U.S. history. Grace Golden Clayton, the daughter of a dedicated minister, proposed a service to honor all fathers, especially those who had died. However, the observance did not become an annual event, and it was not promoted. Very few people outside the local area even knew about it. Meanwhile, across the entire country, another woman was inspired to honor fathers. In 1909, Sonora Dodd of Spokane, Washington, was inspired by Anna Jarvis and the idea of Mother's Day. Her father, William Jackson Smart, a farmer and Civil War veteran, was also a single parent who raised Sonora and her 5 brothers by himself, after his wife Ellen died giving birth to their youngest child in 1898. While attending a Mother's Day church service in 1909, Sonora, then 27, came up with the idea. Within a few months, Sonora had convinced the Spokane Ministerial Association and the YMCA to set aside a Sunday in June to celebrate fathers. She proposed June 5th, her father's birthday, but the ministers chose the 3rd Sunday in June so that they would have more time after Mother's Day.
Yeah, you gotta get them pockets back right after spending money for Mother's Day. Gotta get them pockets back right so the mothers can spend your money to go get them a gift. To go get you a gift. Go ahead.
Thus, on June 19th, 1910, the first Father's Day events commenced. Sonora delivered presents to handicapped fathers. Boys from the YMCA decorated their lapels with fresh-cut roses. And the city's ministers devoted their homilies to fatherhood. The widely publicized events in Spokane struck a chord that reached all the way to Washington, D.C., and Sonora's celebration put the idea on path to becoming a national holiday. However, the holiday did not catch on right away, perhaps due to the perceived parallels with Mother's Day. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson and his family personally observed the day. 8 years later, President Calvin Coolidge signed a resolution in favor of Father's Day to establish more intimate relations between fathers and their children and to impress upon fathers the full measure of their obligations. In 1966, President Lyndon Johnson signed the executive order that the holiday be celebrated the 3rd Sunday in June.
Okay, so in 1966, we get this national celebration of this day called Father's Day, where you celebrate your father and whatnot. So basically, what we're gonna do now is just go in and see how you're supposed to treat your parents, what you're actually really supposed to do to your parents, what the Most High wants you to do for your parents. If I could, give me Exodus 20 and 12. Because what we're gonna find out is these celebrations are against the Most High. When you celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day, you're not really celebrating anything of any importance. Okay, when you got to go ahead and read it.
Khan. Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother.
Honor thy father and thy mother. Go ahead.
That thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Now, if I could, what does honor mean? Y'all know what honor means? Go raise your hand. Raise your hand. Go ahead.
So like I say, if I may, honor, one of the definitions is respect.
Okay. Respect. I'll take that. You got something? Okay. Respect. Okay. So now in Exodus 20 and 12, what is the honor thy father and thy mother? What does that mean? It's like I'm good. Is the Bach the only one in class tonight? Go ahead.
So like I said, if I may, how it's being used in this, I want to say it means respect thy father and thy mother.
Bring me around the corner though. Like we right there. We almost to the door, but you know what I'm saying. We still down the street a little bit. Bring me around the corner. What does the honor in that verse mean?
Having respect.
So if you respect, like, well, let's take what you're saying too. So if you respect your parents, what are you gonna do?
You gonna be under like submission to the instructions, to how they teaching you, how they bringing you up.
Oh, okay, I'll take that. You got something?
And then when they're older, you don't put them in a home or something like that.
You take care of them. Okay, I'll take that. But basically what I'm looking for is you're supposed to listen to your parents. You know what I'm saying? That honor right there is listening to your parents, and they're supposed to do what you said and teach you how to come up, the law, statutes, and commandments. They're supposed to teach you that. So, like I said, you was bringing us around the corner. You was trying to skip up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can't cheat our way through nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, what would be something that your parents would tell you to do? Go ahead. I gave it to you already. I already gave it to you.
If I may, sir, yes, you did. When you said to listen to them, the instructions,
Instructions, okay.
They're gonna teach you right from wrong, but you just said it though.
Right from wrong.
Law, statutes, and commandments.
There we go. They're supposed to give them a hand. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to teach us the law, statutes, and commandments. Now, is celebrating Mother's or Father's Day? Would that be honoring your mother or your father? No. Why?
It's if it was started here in the 1900s, then it couldn't be a part of our culture. It has to be the culture of the oppressor.
Okay. You got something?
If I may, sir. To me, it's not biblical.
It's not biblical at all.
It's not biblical.
It's not biblical. Mother's or Father's Day is not in the Bible, and we're gonna find out. What we're gonna do is find out what is in the Bible. So give me Deuteronomy 13:6-8. So when like we're not in the world no more. So like when my parents are still in the world. So you know what I'm saying. My father's passed, but my mother's still in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, she'll be like, why you don't call me for Mother's Day and woo woo woo. You know, me not calling my mother for Mother's Day is actually honoring my mother. That is honoring my mother. You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact is, I'm doing what the Most High told us to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's supposed to be teaching me to do instead of calling me to trying to figure out why I didn't call her and told her Happy Mother's Day. Well, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But you got to go ahead and read it. Deuteronomy 13, and we'll start at 6. Go to 6 to 8.
Khan. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or thy wife, of thy bosom, or thy friend.
So this broke down everything. It doesn't matter if it's the son, thy mother, the son of the mother, the daughter, the wife of the bosom, the friend. Doesn't matter who it is. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 13, verse 6. Which is as thy own soul entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers.
Father celebrating Father's Day is a God that our fathers didn't know. Celebrating Mother's Day is celebrating or serving another God that has nothing to do with our forefathers. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee.
It doesn't mean close to you or far from you. Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
One end to the other. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Thou shalt not consent unto him.
Thou shalt do what?
Not consent unto him.
Thou shalt consent sometimes.
Not consent unto him.
Maybe give it a thought. And then, because nobody else will know. Maybe you could just do it that one time.
Thou shalt not consent unto him.
Read that real strong. You got a powerful voice anyway. Read that strong.
Verse 8. Thou shalt not consent unto him.
Thou shalt not consent unto him. Nor what?
Nor hearken unto him.
Nor hearken unto him. Go ahead.
Neither shall thine eye pity him.
I ain't no pity for him neither. Don't feel sorry if don't feel sorry for me. They may get mad at you. Let that shit go in one ear and not the other. Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou spare. Neither shalt thou conceal him.
Don't spare nor conceal him. You know what I'm saying? You tell him exactly why you not doing it, and you hold your ground on that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody try to punk you out of knowing what you know. Don't let nobody try to punk you out of that. And besides, we got the whole Father's Day all messed up anyway, because men have been pushed out the house. Not only by the woman, but also by the government.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So we've been pushed out by not only society, but our own woman. And then you have, give me Ecclesiasticus, and we'll start at verse 2 in the Apocrypha. And then you have these women that is even hijacked Father's Day for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got all these women talking about I'm the mother and the father.
That's
and
right.
woo. No, girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, do you want us to bake you a goddamn cookie or something? If you don't shut that shit up, you doing shit that you supposed to do, goddammit. Get out of here with that. Go ahead, read whenever you're ready.
So like I said, if I may, chapter 2 verse, Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 2. Salakia.
Khan. Say verse 3 verse.
Start at verse 2.
Salaki said. Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 2. For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children, and have confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
So, I mean, the Bible does say a woman is to assert no authority over a man. But that's not talking about one of her sons. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Whosoever honoreth his father, making an atonement for his sins.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasures.
Go ahead.
Verse 5, whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children.
Go ahead.
And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
Shall be heard. Go ahead.
Verse 6, he that honoreth his father shall have a long life.
He that honors his father shall have a long life. Go ahead.
And he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother.
He that is obedient to the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother. Go ahead.
Verse 7, he that feareth the Lord will honor his father,
Go ahead.
and will do service unto his parents as to his masters.
So that's like when you were saying when your parents get older, you know what I'm saying? Well, when you're young, your parents do everything and take care of you. They change your butt. They feed you. They take you everywhere you need to go. They do everything for you. Okay? So that's basically the same thing. When they get older and then they can't do all them things by themselves, that's where you come in and you're supposed to do that. Go ahead.
That's right. Verse 8, honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed.
In word and in deed. So when you out here talking about you love your mama to death, you celebrating Mother's Day, but yet you treat every woman you lay with like she's a bag of trash, that's not honoring your mother in word and in deed. Okay? So when you out here woman, and you talking about you love your father, happy Father's Day, this, that, and whatever, and you out here opening it up for every man that says you're pretty or buy you a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? That's not honoring your father at all.
That's right.
That's not even nowhere close to honoring your father. Go ahead.
That a blessing may come upon thee from them.
Go ahead.
Verse 9, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children.
Keep going.
Both the curse of the mother rooteth out foolish foundations.
Go ahead.
Verse 10, glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
See, this is what we was talking about when I just said that women have hijacked Father's Day for themselves now. They not only have Mother's Day and every other day, but now they want to also hijack Father's Day. Okay? When that's detrimental for children. You know what I'm saying? That's psychologically detrimental for children. You know what I'm saying? For one, children always need a father.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Children desperately need a father.
That's right.
And when all they hear is a mother downing their father, talking about how he ain't shit, or he ain't did this, or he don't do that, or whatever the case may be, that's not good for the child, and that child shouldn't even be feeding into that. Because you tell your children to stay out of grown folk business while you putting them in grown folk business. Go ahead.
Verse 10, for thy father's dishonor is not glory unto thee.
There's no glory in dishonoring that father. You know what I'm saying? When you don't dishonor yourself every time you run up there and go get an abortion. You don't dishonor yourself every time you leave a man and for whatever reason, because you're not happy or he ain't put the toilet seat down or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's be real. You wouldn't keep going. I don't even know why I got on there, but keep going.
Verse 11, for the glory of a man is from the honor of his father.
Go ahead.
And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children.
So mother dishonoring that child's father is a reproach to the children. That's not good for that child. It's not good for that child. I mean, the child may grow up thinking they perfectly fine, but yet that's where all them where women what they call it daddy issues. That's why women got all these daddy issues, because they thought they grew up fine, but they really didn't. You know what I'm saying? They seen the mama being a whore, having men running in and out the goddamn house, so now they think that's what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Where women are not teaching they girls how to be actual wives. You know, women are kicking men out the house, so we can't even teach our boys how to be men. You know, A woman can't teach a man how to be a man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth.
Grieve him not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's a crackhead. Don't grieve him. Help that man out. He's the reason why you are here.
That's right.
He's the whole reason why you're here. So if it doesn't matter if he's a crackhead or if he done back up a little bit. Okay. So it doesn't matter if he's a crackhead or whatever. Honor your father. You know what I'm saying? Don't do him wrong just because your mother fell out with him. It's probably your mother's fault too.
That's right.
Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 13. And if his understanding fail, have patience with him, and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength.
Keep going.
Verse 14. For the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten, and instead of sins it shall be added to build thee up. Verse 15. In the day of thine affliction it shall be remembered. Thy sins also shall melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. Verse 16. He that forsaketh his father is as a blasphemer.
You forsake your father, you're as a blasphemer. You're a goddamn liar. You have no type of honor inside you if you forsake your father. Go ahead.
And he that angereth his mother is cursed of God.
Hey, you anger your mother, you a curse from God. Go ahead.
Verse 17. My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. Verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord.
Okay, so the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. The more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So celebrating your father one day out of the year isn't honoring your father at all.
That's right.
That's basically a slap in the goddamn face.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this whole thing about the Father's Day, you know what I'm saying, with the mothers trying to hijack it and all this, there's you know what I'm saying, that's like really degrading your father. You are not supposed to dishonor your father at all. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up on the Father's Day. Give me that other article that I sent you on the Juneteenth. Now we're gonna go into a little bit about the Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Biden, what was it? June 17th of this year passed the national recognition of the celebration of Juneteenth. Now, are you there?
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and read the article. I was going to give you a little background on Juneteenth, but we'll go ahead and read the article because the article does that. Go ahead.
Juneteenth, short for June 19th, marks the day when federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas in 1865 to take control of the state and ensure that all enslaved people be freed. The troops' arrival came a full 2.5 years later after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation.
So let's let that sink in a little bit, black man and black woman. And of course, when I say black man and black woman, I'm including our Native and Hispanic brothers and sisters as well. So let's let that sink in a little bit. June 19th, 1865, when the troops got to Galveston, Texas, is a whole 2.5 years after the so-called emancipation was signed. Go ahead.
Juneteenth honors the end to slavery in the United States and is considered the longest running African American holiday.
It's called the end of slavery, right? But I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all. I I can choose what slavery I want to go to, but I still have to go to a slavery. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
Because if I don't slave, I don't eat.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
I mean, I don't know where they talking about freedom, and then also we still fighting. There's a thing called Black Lives Matter. Okay, let's let this sink in for a little bit. If we're free, if we've had all this progress, why is it a thing called Black Lives Matter? Why are black people getting shot down in the middle of the street by police with no justice? Why black people are still living in poverty? You know what I'm saying? Why black people can't walk through a goddamn store without somebody following them around the store or talking about hurry up and buy? Why is this? Because we're free, right? You know, June 19th, that made us free as black people. We're proud, we're free. What are we actually free to do?
That's right.
Man, you can't even leave this country without a goddamn passport. So, like, really, what are you free to do?
That's right.
Go ahead.
On June 17, 2021, it officially became a federal holiday. The Confederate General Robert...
Now, oh, so like, I'm going to cut you off right there. It officially became a holiday when?
June 17th.
June 17th, 2021. Juneteenth finally became a national holiday. Okay? So, basically, like, Biden did that just basically to pacify black people.
That's right.
Because he ain't did shit else for us.
That's right.
Okay? Salaka. He hasn't done nothing else for us. So, and of course, like the gullible people that we are, we fell right for the bullshit. Like, straight up. We just fell for it. We took that pacifier, and now it's pacified us until the next election when black folks gonna vote them back in for nothing. And then another thing is, Juneteenth was made a national holiday this year, just this year, right? But next month, on July 4th, black folks gonna be out there celebrating Independence Day.
That's right.
Now, Independence Day, America got independence in 1776, okay? 1776. That's when America gained their freedom. Black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman. You were still in goddamn chains at that time.
That's right.
It wasn't until June 19th, 1865. June 19th, 1865 is when the Emancipation Proclamation hit. It was signed January 1st, 1863. I believe it was signed. It was signed in January 1st, 1863, but it didn't reach the slaves in Galveston, Texas until June 19th. Matter of fact, it didn't reach Kentucky until August 8th. That's why we celebrate August 8th as Nigga Day. Just in case y'all ain't know that, Kentucky. Little Kentucky history for you. Go ahead.
Confederate General Robert E. Lee had surrendered at Appomattox Courthouse 2 months earlier in Virginia, but slavery had remained relatively unaffected in Texas until U.S. General Gordon Granger stood on Texas soil and read General Order Number 3. The people of Texas are informed that, in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. The Emancipation Proclamation issued by President Abraham Lincoln, January 1st, 1863.
January 1st, 1863 is when it was signed. But yet, it still didn't free, so-called free, all black people until it supposedly went to Galveston, Texas in 1865. Go ahead.
Had established that all enslaved people in the Confederate States in rebellion against the Union shall be thenceforth and forever free. But in reality, the Emancipation Proclamation didn't instantly free any enslaved people.
See if you scoot the camera back. Go ahead.
The proclamation only applied to places under Confederate control and not to slaveholding border states or rebel areas already under Union control. However, as Northern troops advanced into the Confederate South, many enslaved people fled behind Union lines. In Texas, slavery had continued as the state experienced no large-scale fighting or a significant presence of Union troops. Many enslavers from outside the Lone Star State had moved there, as they viewed it as a safe haven for slavery. After the war came to a close,
they was losing their jobs. They ain't had no job. Their job was to go out and catch slaves. They was losing their jobs, so now they had to move to Texas. And in 1861, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in the North. So all the slave catchers and slave everybody that still wanted slavery all moved down to Texas. Go ahead.
After the war came to a close in the spring of 1865, General Granger's arrival in Galveston that June signaled freedom for Texans, 250,000 enslaved people. Although emancipation didn't happen overnight, in some cases slaveholders withheld the information until after harvest season.
So, matter of fact, slave owners wasn't even telling the slaves that they was free or so-called free. They wasn't even telling. They was holding that information, trying to get just a little bit more free labor out of their ass. Go ahead.
Celebrations broke out among newly freed black people, and Juneteenth was born.
See, we find any goddamn reason to celebrate.
That's right.
We find any reason to goddamn celebrate, and it don't matter what the hell it is, we gonna celebrate. Like I was just saying, 1770 next month when our black people are gonna go out and celebrate July 4th, we were still in chains. You were still a slave in 1776. The Emancipation Proclamation didn't come to almost 100 years later. So what the fuck? Salakia, what are you really celebrating? Like, let that sink in for a little bit. Like, really, what are you celebrating? Somebody in the comments so chime in. Let me make it make sense for us.
That's right.
I just don't understand. Like, what are you celebrating? You celebrating still being in chains? You celebrating still being a slave? Or you just still got a slave mentality and you just gonna celebrate every goddamn thing where you can have a day off of work or go drink a beer or whatever. You just want to celebrate just to be celebrating. Like, come on, what sense does that make? Go ahead.
The year following 1865, freedmen in Texas organized the first of what became the annual celebration of Jubilee Day on June 19th. In the ensuing decades, Juneteenth commemorations feature music, barbecues, prayer services, and other activities. And as black people migrated from Texas...
Good Negroes chucking and jiving. Go ahead.
Migrated from Texas to other parts of the country, the Juneteenth tradition spread. In 1979, Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday.
Now, see, that's ironic right there. You know what I'm saying? Because Texas was the last state to end slavery, but one of the first states to recognize Juneteenth. So it's no wonder why our brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K. down in Texas, that's why we call Texas the boot kiss capital of the world. Because our brothers in Texas are always getting good, nice boot kisses from them devils down there. Because they know they evil. They know they the devil. Go ahead.
In June 2021, Congress passed a resolution establishing Juneteenth as a national holiday.
Biden. 2021. Juneteenth, now finally a national holiday. You know what I'm saying? Stuck that pacifier right in black folks' mouth, and now we can shut up. Because, you know, when Biden, you go ahead, we can go ahead and drop that. When Biden was running for president, you know what I'm saying? That he told you you wasn't black if you didn't vote for him. You ain't black if you don't vote for him. Okay? What has he done for you, though? Your votes put him in office. Y'all swear up and down your votes put him in office. So if your votes put him there, what has he done for you? You know what I'm saying? He ran on he ran on passing a hate crime bill. Black people didn't get the hate crime bill passed. Asians did. Asians got a hate bill crime passed. Where's our hate crime bill at? You know what I'm saying? He also ran on stuff like social justice, poverty, reparations, systematic racism, inequity. You know what I'm saying? Where is that stuff at? Where is the any bill for the crime bill that you helped, that Biden helped, that he helped write? You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why a lot of them crime bills that are so detrimental to our communities. He wrote them. He was a part of that. And y'all was so quick to run up there and put him back in office, or put him in office. And he's the reason why a lot of them crime bills, the three strikes and all that. That's the reason why a lot of that shit passed, because of him. But yeah, we was real quick to put him up because he was talking sweet, and you just thought the grass was greener on the other side. I mean, I get it. I guess. No, I really don't get it. I don't get it at all. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. Like it says in the scripture, his words were smoother than butter.
Hey, we gonna get there. Hold that. We gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Now again, like I was just saying, black folks, we just love to celebrate any goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Next month we're gonna be out celebrating July 4th. For what? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be out celebrating July. We celebrate any goddamn thing. We just party animals, I guess. We just love to celebrate some shit. You know what I'm saying? Give me Ecclesiastes. We're gonna kind of try to run through these quick. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7, and then give me Psalms 55 and 21. Cause we're gonna see Biden even told you wasn't black if you didn't vote for Biden. You wasn't black. But yet, all the stuff he ran on, which was like the hate crime bills, social justice, poverty, reparations, systematic racism, inequity, none of that stuff. He's done nothing for none of that. You know what I'm saying? I think he also was talking about getting our Hispanic brothers and sisters out them cages on the border. Where's that at? Last time I seen, they still in them cages on the border. So, that's right. Like, Biden, where you at? I think, didn't he say something about the loans, the student loans, like wiping them clean or something? Well, where you at on that, Biden? You know what I'm saying? We need them student loans on out of here. You know what I'm saying? We black people voted for you, so we black. So you make the shit right. Do what you said you was gonna do. We did what we said we was gonna do. You do what you said you was gonna do. God damn it. You ready? Got it? Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression.
Nah, read that strong, brother. Read that strong.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. You know what I'm saying? We've been oppressed for over 400 years. You know, but it doesn't seem like we just mad enough yet, though. Because we still want to march and protest and vote like that's done anything for us. We've been voting for over 60 years. What has voting done for us? As a matter of fact, the irony of voting by itself, okay? So you want to vote for a better life for yourself, and somebody else can vote against that. Like literally, that's a stance. Somebody can take a stance like you want equal rights, but somebody else can say, nah, I don't think you deserve equal rights, and they can vote another way. Like this, the land of the free, home of the brave, though, right? Like, did somebody make that make sense? Like, that makes entirely no sense. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you should be treated as an equal, and the next person be like, nah, I don't think you should be treated as an equal. Like, but yeah, we still want to keep running and voting and all this BS like that's gonna do something for us, like that's gonna change our predicament, when it's not gonna change nothing. You know, we obviously we keep doing it. You know, again, it's a word that describes when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and expecting something different. Go ahead.
So like I said, if I may, it's called insanity.
Insanity. You damn right. Give him a hand. That's insanity. You fucking insane if you think it's gonna change. Salakia. You insane if you think it's gonna change. If you think your vote matters, your voice is being heard. Your voice is not being heard. Your voice does. Your vote does not matter. It doesn't. And if you can't see that by now, I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you can't see it by now. You know what I'm saying? It's almost nothing anybody can tell you. Go ahead, keep going, finish that out.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a gift destroyeth the heart. So Juneteenth is now a national holiday. Just destroyed everything that black people was fighting for. Now we got no more fight in us. We've been pacified for the next couple years, and we're gonna continue being oppressed, and nothing's gonna get done. What you got for me?
The Book of Psalms.
Go with Lamentations 4 and 17.
Okay.
The Book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21.
Go ahead.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. You know, Biden was out there sounding real good. You know, hey, we're gonna fight social injustice. We're gonna fight systematic racism. We're gonna roll back some of them hate crime bills that he passed. We're gonna roll back some of them. We're gonna do better. You know, we're gonna revamp the justice system. We're gonna redo all this. Yeah, all that was sounding real good. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
War is in his heart. He doesn't give a damn about you, black man, black woman,
That's
Hispanic
right.
man, Hispanic woman.
That's
Biden
right.
gives a damn about you. You know what I'm saying? You see it took Asians, 3 months to get a hate crime bill passed? It's been over 400 years. Where the hell is your hate crime bill? You've been voting 60 years. Where's your hate crime bill?
That's right.
Go ahead.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yeah, softer than oil, but yet drawn swords. You know, everything he said was slice your ass up. You ain't black if you ain't vote for him. Like, come on, man. You ain't black if you didn't vote for Biden. But what has Biden done for black people? What you got for me? Go to Hosea 4 and 6. We're kind of just going to run through these for a little time's sake.
Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help.
See, our eyes have failed for our vain help. We keep, every time they tell us to go vote, we go vote. They tell us to jump, we say how high. You know, they said integrate. Our leader said integrate. Integration will be better for us. But they destroyed all the black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Say integrating in the school would be better for us. But hell, now what? Like damn near 70% of black men don't graduate.
That's
70% of Hispanic men don't graduate. You got like what 40% of people that got college degrees but can't find a job in their field.
That's right.
Like, come on, man, keep going.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We keep watching and watching and watching, wanting to be like and wanting to do everything this nation is doing, and this nation cannot save us. They don't want to save you. They could give a damn about you. You are a slave to them still. They give a damn about you at all. Was that it on that?
Khan.
Go ahead.
Carter Khan, the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Isaiah 5 and 13.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Now, we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We are, obviously, if you can't tell, we are destroyed because we lack any type of knowledge.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Because we reject the knowledge, because people want to reject the knowledge coming from the priests and prophets of the Lord under Commander General YAHANNA of the I.S.U.P.K. Since y'all want to reject, us, what?
I will also reject thee.
Keep going.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
No priest to me. Go ahead.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
So, seeing as we've forgotten the laws of thy God, that's why we at the bottom, because we forgot the laws of our God.
I will also forget thy children.
He done forgot about us. You know, well, that's why we here at the bottom. That's why we down in the middle of the street. That's why a white woman that says she a police officer can kick your door in and shoot you dead, and then get 10 years, and your mom and dad forgive her, and hugging your brother hugs her in the courtroom, Bella
That's right.
brushing her hair like she a dog. You know, like, this is what happens because we're destroyed for the, like, we have no knowledge, not of who we are, not of who the God of the Bible is, because everybody from Christianity tells us the God of this Bible loves everybody.
That's right.
When you get into the Bible, this God of this Bible does not love everybody.
That's right.
He loves one people, his people.
That's right.
Go ahead. Was that it on that?
Okay.
Go ahead with what you got.
5 and 17.
Give me 2 Chronicles 6, and we're gonna go 37 through 39.
I like it said 5 and 17.
5 and 13. Isaiah 5 and 13.
Come. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13.
Go ahead.
Therefore my people are gone into captivity
But we gone into captivity. Go ahead.
because they have no knowledge,
Because we have no knowledge. Go ahead.
and their honorable men are famished.
Our honorable men are famished. Do you know what famished means? Anybody know what famished means?
So like it's if I may,
Hold on. Raise your hand. Go ahead.
If I could, famished, he's just through. He's got no fight left in him.
No fight left in. Okay. What you got?
I was gonna kind of piggyback off of what he said, like it's done away with.
Done away with. Well, famine is like starving to death. Like you're hungry, starving to death. So I mean, basically the same thing. No fight left because they got no energy. Go ahead.
Salaki.
Famished.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
So basically, like our leaders have no good meat to feed us. They feed us straight up lies, like the integration. They say integrate. Before integration, we had our own businesses, hospitals, schools. It ain't been a school built since integration. Black college built since integration. Ain't been a black school built since integration. We had our own businesses and everything, just for the simple fact we couldn't go to the businesses. So we had to have our own businesses and hospitals and everything. And we've had every successful black community that we've created was also destroyed by white America. The most famous one that most people know about is the Tulsa, the Black Wall Street.
That's right.
That was an all black community where there was all kinds of thriving black businesses. Now, it's 2021 with the integration and all the so-called progress that we've made. Why is there a thing now called support black business? If integration was so good, why do we now have to remind black people, hey, support black business? Why is that even a thing if integration was a good thing? You know what I'm saying? Integration destroyed the entire black community. So basically, our leaders traded in the black community to eat the white man's pie and drink the white man's water. We traded the entire black community so a few could eat the white man's pie and drink the white man's water. Go ahead. Was that it on that?
Kind of a con.
Okay. Now we talked about a whole lot of things that we shouldn't do, or what and stuff like that. So now we need to figure out what we should be doing, what we do need to do. Okay, go ahead.
Khan, the book of 2 Chronicles, verse 6, chapter 6, verse 37. Yet if they bethink themselves.
You bethink yourself. It's not illegal to think yet. So use your brain and bethink who you are. Go ahead.
In the land whether they are carried captive.
In the land where we was carried away captive. We didn't come here by choice. Go ahead.
And turn and pray unto thee in the land of their captivity.
We turn and pray to our land, in the land of our captivity. Go ahead.
Saying, we have sinned.
Let the Most High, let him know that we acknowledge we've sinned. We messed up, yo. We messed up. Bad. Go ahead.
We have done amiss and have dealt wickedly.
Wicked as hell. We've done wicked as hell. Go ahead.
Verse 38. If they return to thee with all their heart.
If we return to thee with all their heart, and when we say return to thee, that's talking about the return to the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
And with all their soul in the land of their captivity, whether they have carried them captives, and pray toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, and toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house which I have built for thy name.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 38. Then hear thou from the heavens, even from thy dwelling place, their prayer and their supplications, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people which have sinned against thee.
And forgive thy people that have sinned against thee. Go ahead. 30. I'll go through 39.
That's 39.
That was 39. That was the end of it.
Okay.
So basically, we need to bethink who we are. We need to rethink who we are, and realize who we are. And then we need to turn back to the nigga God of this Bible.
That's right.
And do what he told us to do, so we can get out of this hell that we are living in. And with that, we'll go ahead and read the security announcements. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and the sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny and any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Gen.YAHANNA or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount that you would like to upcoming holy convocations. And with that, class is dismissed.